one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
From CNN, we get this story where a Kentucky sheriff has been arrested on Thursday in connection with the fatal shooting of a district judge inside a courthouse, said Kentucky State Police. Now, District Judge Kevin Mullins, who was 54, was found with multiple gunshots and he was pronounced deceased at the scene, according to state police. A preliminary investigation found that Letcher County Sheriff Sean M. Stein shot Mullins after an argument inside the judge's chambers, according to the state police. Steins has been charged with one count of first-degree murder, according to state police. CNN is trying to determine whether Steins has retained an attorney. Who cares, unless you just want to get a comment. Quote, there is far too much violence in this world, and I pray there is a path to a better tomorrow, says Governor Andy Beshear on Facebook. Now, the shooting took place at the Letcher County Courthouse in Whitesburg, Kentucky. And Kentucky State Trooper Matt Gayhart addressed a news conference on Thursday. While other people were in the building at the time, no one else was inside the judge's chambers and no other injuries were reported. Steins has turned himself in after the shooting and was arrested at the scene without incident. He's cooperating with authorities, says Trooper Gayhart. Now, it is unclear who will take over as sheriff of the county following his arrest. There are cameras inside the building, of course, the courthouse, and all witnesses will be interviewed according to the troopers. Quote, this community is small in nature, and we're all shook, says Trooper Gayhart. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman indicated Thursday his office will work with Jackie Steele, the Commonwealth's attorney for the 27th Judicial Circuit, as special prosecutors on this case. Quote, we will fully investigate and pursue justice, says AG Coleman. Now, as a result of the shooting, circuit and district courts, as well as the office of the circuit court clerk, will be closed until operations can resume. The Kentucky Court of Justice is aware of the tragic incident in Letcher County, and that's according to a statement by the court on Facebook. Quote, we are currently in contact with law enforcement agencies, including Kentucky State Police, and are offering our full support during this difficult time, read that statement. Now, in a statement, Kentucky Supreme Court Chief Justice Lawrence B. Van Meter said he was shocked by Mullins' killing and the court was left shaken. It says, quote, my prayers are with his family and the Letcher County community as they try to process and mourn this tragic loss, says Van Meter. Now, Matt Butler, who's Commonwealth Attorney for Letcher County, will be recusing himself from the prosecution of the sheriff because his wife is the sister of Judge Mullins' wife, Butler said in a statement on Thursday evening. It says, quote, we all know each other here. For example, anyone from Letcher County would tell you that Judge Mullins and I married a pair of sisters and that we have children who are first cousins but act like siblings. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's tragic, but this is Kentucky. They're cousins, but they act like siblings. Sorry. You know the old adage in Kentucky, huh? They're cousins, but they're really siblings. I don't know. I go on. I digress. Please pray for Judge Mullins' family and my children. Ian and Ivy have cried and begged to see their uncle. My community is completely devastated, says Butler. Butler said the prosecution will be handled by the Attorney General's staff and Jackie Steele, the prosecutor for Laurel and Knox counties. Now, Mullins served as a district judge for Kentucky's 47th District Court in Letcher County since being appointed by former Governor Steve Beshear in 2009. He was elected a year later, then re-elected in 2014 and again in 2022. Before his judicial appointment, Mullins served as assistant Commonwealth's attorney in Letcher County and primarily focused on drug-related offenses, according to CNN affiliate WKYT. He was admitted to the bar in 1995. The district judge started promoting substance abuse treatment for people involved in the justice system in 2010, according to the Kentucky nonprofit SOAR. Hundreds have been sent to inpatient drug treatment centers through his help. Addiction Recovery Care, which provides residential and outpatient drug and alcohol addiction treatment in eastern and central Kentucky, began to work closely with Mullins in 2018 to provide accelerated access to treatment through a community liaison in the courthouse. Now, the program was adopted in at least 50 counties in Kentucky. He was also the founding member of an opioid recovery support team. The Sheriff Steins was first elected as sheriff in 2018 and then re-elected in 2022. Earlier this month, the sheriff highlighted the agency's work, including recent drug busts, where he said in a Facebook post on September 4th, "Thank you to the awesome citizens of Letcher County for allowing us to serve you and providing us with information to help catch fugitives and assisting us with getting drugs off our streets." And again, I want to apologize that I laughed a little back at that comment, but when he said, they're cousins, but they act like siblings, and we're talking about Kentucky, I lost it. I'm sorry. And those of you from the South or from Kentucky who will get upset with me, get upset. My grandmother was from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay, she married my grandfather, who was from just outside Hope, Arkansas. Okay, so I'm from down there. I got family from down there. Okay, so I guess I'm allowed to joke. But this isn't a joking matter. I just wanted to get couple things here, and then I'm done. First of all, I think the sheriff is going down. This isn't like he shot Joe Blow or John Blow or John Q from, the streets and in the line of duty, where it could be justified. He shot a district court judge in his chambers. So I think this sheriff done. I think he's going. But also, and I want to get your opinions on this. Let me know what you think of this. My theory, just a theory, that I'm wondering if they were arguing over drugs. Here's the sheriff. He's catching these drug fugitives. He's been doing drug busts. He's getting them off the street. And here's this judge who's really concerned with addiction recovery. And he's, working with these treatment programs and these recovery centers and getting these people with addictions and drug issues help. And so I'm just wondering if maybe this judge and this sheriff, maybe that's what the argument was over. Like, hey, you're being soft on these people. I'm getting them off the street and you're being soft. And you think that's what maybe it could have been over? But to shoot the judge over that, this sheriff really took his duties hilt. Like, dude. And now he's going to have to pay for it. For the next, I don't know, they'll probably give him 5 to 10 because he's a sheriff. But my guess is he's going to have to pay for it because he's stupid.